Okay, another beautiful day at the beach, late in the afternoon, and I thought I'd have a little talk about the recovery issues again. You know, you have to be able to recover and get your energy back, get your cells back in shape and so forth. And people don't realize that after you've dry fasted and you've produced all these brand new cells, epithelial cells, blood vessels, tendons, muscles, all this stuff, that's brand new tissue. And you've got to treat it really, really tenderly, especially the GI tract, which is why I suggest, and the Russian doctors suggest, that you take it really slow when you sip the baking soda in water, when you sip the coconut water, when you start eating broth. Take it in sips. Give your epithelial cells inside the GI tract the ability to get used to digesting food again, to having things flush down that system, to have it go acid and base and all the things that happen when you actually do that. So when you think about it, recovery should be at least as long as the fast, because you've torn down cells and rebuilt cells and replaced cells and done all the stem cell work. And I think it might even be twice as long. 7 days? No, of course. 14, maybe better. Take it easy on the exercise, take it easy on your eating, take it easy on the portions. You know, it's, you'll pay if you don't. It's as simple as that. Dry fasting is a fantastic tool. It has enormous potential. It was developed by doctors in Russia when they realized that there were some illnesses that were not responding at all to the modern treatments. But they found that by just starving and not drinking, a lot of these things were fixed. They didn't know about autophagy back then. They didn't know about the way your cells go into these different cycles and sleep and wake. They didn't know about the stem cell regeneration. They saw a huge improvement in the health of the patient after dry fasting. Over time, we learned all this great stuff, and yeah, it's fantastic. It really is quite remarkable. The other thing is, that's as far as they took it, because they were only using it for, you know, catastrophic illness and illnesses that weren't responding. And there's a long list in my book, The Phoenix Protocol, that you can read all about this stuff. The thing that's interesting is when I found this technique, I decided it had a lot more potential, especially because of the stem cell thing. Knowing that stem cells are very likely the embryogenic cells that made you originally, residing in the body still, because they have active telomerase, which means they don't die, which means there's no Hayflick limit for those cells. They just keep going and going and going and going. Many of them are pluripotent, so they can become any cell in the body anytime, immediately, without going through all the transit amplifying and progenitor phases and all that stuff to differentiate into a tissue cell. Quite remarkable. Because of this, I decided let's really get into the literature and figure out what phases of dry fasting require maybe a little more than just refeeding properly, which is where we found out about stem cell regen. This study that showed that these synergistic relationships of nutraceuticals that had very little effect individually combined produced a 70% increase in hemopathetic stem cells, blood cells, and all the blood cells that are created by the blood cells. We also found out that when you add a little bit of resveratrol to other specific nutraceuticals, it increases their intensity to the point where you could be giving a massive dose of a nutraceutical, which might not be the best idea. But if you just use a little bit of a dose with some resveratrol, man, it just kicks it right up like a huge dose. So you get all the benefits without all the contradictions. Very cool thing. You know, the polyphenol plus, stem cell regen, resveratrol 1000, these are very powerful tools. We've added to the Phoenix Protocol form of dry fasting, which is not like other forms of dry fasting, where you just treat it for an illness and you're off and gone, you're fine. We're doing it over and over again to restore our original tissue, the stem cells that are tissue type to your body, turned on and bang, get a huge infusion of stem cells. And if you treat them right, if you feed them slowly, they'll increase in strength, increase in number, increase in their paracrine signaling output, the chemokines that actually help adjacent cells act younger, and all the great stuff happens. But not if you don't take care of yourself after the fast ends. You know, I can't tell where you are starting dry fasting. I don't know what health you're in, what shape you're in, what your metabolic rate is. I know none of that stuff. So I always say, you know, take it easy, eat a watermelon before you go into a dry fast, so you make sure you don't get constipation in those first 2 days to your dry fast. And then after it ends, just take it really easy. Take it simple. Take a nice walk on the beach, you know, enjoy the fresh salt air, or in the woods, enjoy the nice, delightfully cool breeze inside of woods, and enjoy enjoy the time. Take the time off if you can, and certainly take as little stretch as you can if you can't. But don't overeat. Take it slow, and treat those baby cells like they're babies, because they are. They're your babies. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff, and get into some of the science behind the nutraceuticals we've added to the Phoenix Protocol. I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, have a great day, and I am going to sit out here and just really enjoy this diffuse light, and just keep walking on the beach. Got to keep moving. Love you guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and improve my rankings so we can get this message to other people as well. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you later.